Okay, so we all know that credit is important, especially if you're going to buy things, and buy things on credit or on some kind of a payment type plan. Now, my credit is not like the most perfect, but I have been spending time working it back up and into a position that I need in order to go out and finance an actual truck rather than dealing with companies and lease programs and stuff like that. Now, one problem that I have had is the fact that because I allowed my credit to get beat up, it's a lot harder to then get credit cards or loans or anything of that nature. So when people go to look at your credit profile and they don't see any kind of active payments coming in, it makes it very, very difficult to end up giving you anything as far as a loan or a credit card, because you don't have anything actively going. So they have no real history to look at aside from the fact that it got beat a while back or however long it was. Now, I did invest some time and some money, not an incredibly large amount, but probably close to $1,000 or so into one of these credit repair agencies, and they did do me some good. They did do me some good. I'm not going to talk about them at the moment in time, but they did do me actually a world of good. It brought my score up like 100 points. I think maybe actually a little bit more than 100 points. And it took it, it really only took it like 90 days to get in a better position. And they had a lot of like outdated stuff that should have never been on there in the first place. And they cleaned it off there, scrubbed it off there, however you want to call it. And so that helped big time right there. But then I now need to get some form of credit history going again. So I've been looking around and, looking at different things like, secured credit cards, small personal loans, whatever. But I don't want to put myself in a position to do something stupid or, just not pay attention to something and end up screwing it up again. So what I did is I've been looking around for this, and as we all know, like, the ominous they out there are paying attention to everything, so you start thinking something and it pops up on like your Facebook feed or your Google feed or something like that. So either way, I'm looking up all these different ways to help rebuild my credit, and I come across this one particular app. And technology, I'm telling you, these days it's crazy what they're doing and what they're coming up with. But I came across this app, and it was called Self-Lender, and I will put a link in the description below on how you can get signed up for it. And it's kind of, I don't want to call it unique or interesting or anything like that, because it's anything but that. But it's a simple way to show a positive payment history on your credit report. And a lot of people don't know now that, having, had to read into all this stuff, your credit score is important, but it's nowadays not nearly as important as your FICO score. And your FICO score it basically shows positive reoccurring payments is what that is. And they're going more off FICO scores than anything else, to the way that I am understanding it from these different lenders and truck financing places and whatnot. And they told me this is why I'm doing this. They told me, hey, just get a couple of good positive revolving accounts and show a good payment history, and it'll bring your FICO score up in really no time at all, and we'll have a little bit more to work with, along with having your down payment and everything there. But either way, this app is called Self-Lender. Like I said, I'll have the link down below. And what it is pretty much exactly what the name implies, and that is you are building credit by lending yourself money, and that money is going into an interest-bearing CD. It's not a very high dollar CD. You can choose different levels on how you want to do this and how long of a period of time you want to do it in. But it is an interest-bearing CD in which you, depending on what you start with, I think you can start with as little as $9 to get it going. which does not count as your first payment. It just opens your account. And then your first payment will be scheduled a month out from that date. And you can pick your different payment levels, like, because you may not have a lot of money, but you still want to rebuild your credit, and they give very reasonable payment levels. And I stepped mine up. I don't remember exactly what level I put mine on. I think it was one of the more aggressive ones, but it was still not at the top level. And my payment is it comes out to $48 a month, and it's on auto pay, and it comes out every 30 days on the same day, and the day that you start your account is the day that your money is going to come out of your bank account. So keep that in mind. If you get a check on the 1st or the 15th or the 30th of the month, or if it's a different day in the month, or if you say you get paid weekly and a check's going to be in there every Friday, make sure to start your account on that day when you know the money's going to be there, because that's when your future payments are going to come out. But as I said, it goes through, and you can set it up on 1 year, 2 year, blah, 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 and set up different payment amounts, however is going to work best for you, and keep it going without missing a payment. And this is going to help build your credit score and your FICO score by doing these reoccurring payments that are positive payment history, and it's going to build your score up that way. So with that said, it's called self-lender. You do get the money back when the account closes out, when it hits its maturity date. You do get the money back. You're not just throwing this away and it's going to someone else, like they're collecting your money. The first fee that you pay, I do believe the $9 that I paid to open my account, I do believe that was some kind of an administrative fee. But for $9 to open an account, that's not that big of a deal. Or $15. No, mine was $15. I think $9 is the lowest that you can go. But for this small amount of money and getting positive reoccurring payments on your history, I mean, it's really a no-brainer. Because if you can stack in there a year worth of reoccurring payments or 2 years worth of reoccurring payments, that's going to do a world of good to your credit and help bring it back up and get your score into place. So again, self-lender, check it out. I'll put the link down in the bottom, which is, yes, a referral code of mine. And I think that they add, by no expense to you, they add $10 to my account. I believe that's what it is, and it would work the same for you if you get a referral off of yours. So that's a full disclosure thing right there. I'm not actually physically getting any kind of money. They just basically make a small donation into my account that helps build on my own CD that I have. But with that said, I mean, that's just people helping people right there. For every person that you can get, everybody's helping everybody kind of piggyback their way back into getting everyone's credit straightened back out, if you want to look at it like that. But either way, this is an app that I am currently using, and I have had no issues with it. Everything is working exactly as they have stated it will. It will work, and it's super straightforward. Sign-up process is really super easy. You're not going to be blindsided by anything. All you have to do is just put in your banking information, where the money's got to go from, and you already know where it's going to, and then go from there and just let your automatic payments continue on and let your score build. So, self-lender, check out the link below. It is a good idea, especially if you just need to move up a little bit in a short period of time. It's going to make a big difference. Either way, if you're trying to fix your credit, this is definitely a very good option to have and to use. So, with that said, go ahead and check it out. Self-lender, it's working great. Have a good day, everybody.